Welcome to John Oakland Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge time baller versus big-time baller trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback moving. Oh, he got loose. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule.
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's the heat. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The defense putting points on the board.
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lewis to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. They finally get it stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to throw, it's Glagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down. period. Lewis wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Hamilton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Smith. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The give on the option.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get...
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. There in that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 10 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Lewis to throw. He's got him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Smith. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Thurman. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Houston! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch on the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And these 2 defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe OKC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Off-play action on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Going to run it. It's Jackson. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. He's got it at the 25. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Plows through the defense. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Sun Devils will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's a fumble on the play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. They're dealing with a second and long. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Lewis wants to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reed.
There he goes! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Right back to the well. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Houston. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a man on the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's flagged away. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And the Sun Devils backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Turning it on. And the defense got it. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 2 over Jacksonville State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lewis wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder. That nice job tackling, nice job forcing the 4th down.
And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive going.
Completes it in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Hamilton. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're in because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Never a doubt. That'll close the gap to 14.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football, and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Tight end now in motion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. We're going to win this game.
Makes the grab on third. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers that'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides the back on the option to give.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Lewis to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Motion from the wideout. Back to the ground game on the left. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And the offense takes control of this football game. But I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Lewis wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. One more play to pad the stats. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your